This podcast is part of Another Happy Studios,
the home of podcasts with passion. Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios. Time travel, ghosts, and communist propaganda.
Hello and welcome. Oh,
okay. I'm sorry.
What?
That was completely my bad.
You went to do it.
No, I didn't go to do it. I went to do something else. But yeah, I'm sorry.
No. What was it you were gonna do?
I was just gonna say I messed up that intro because I was gonna say something else at the end there. Oh, but I ran out of time.
Oh no! Just start it again because we fucked this anyway.
No, it's fine.
No, I want to know. I want to see the full thing.
It's nothing special. It's literally. It was just going to be time travel, ghosts, and communist propaganda. What more could you want? That's all it was. Yeah.
But I
mistimed it.
I see.
So, yes.
And keep that in?
All of this. No, this is all dumb. Just go.
Hello, welcome to Still Got Legs, the only Doctor Who Rewatch podcast in the world, because when we went back in time to meet the others that came first, they didn't exist, so we created this one and this one only. My name is Lawrence, and as always, I'm joined by the beautiful, the delectable Nathan, as we go through this fantastic journey through time and space, rewatching all of Doctor Who. Viva la school reunion, Nathan, how are you?
Okay.
I disarmed you with school reunion, but you have to answer the question, how are you first?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I disliked being called delectable.
That's delicious.
Okay.
You don't want to be delicious?
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Oh no, the HR department in AHS is out.
I will be contacting human resources about
Which again is just you.
Yes, but that's okay. Lawrence, I need to state a correction. Because I'm a stupid dumb cunt.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm a stupid dumb cunt. Stupid fucking dumb bitch over here.
Oh, no.
Okay. Last week's episode, which was of course recorded mostly yesterday.
Yeah.
The episodes was set in the year like fucking what, like 21 something? 21
something, yeah.
21 something. And me being a dumb cunt was like, oh yeah, 1,000 years in the future. And I think in my head, I was like, well, we're in 20 now, so 21, yeah, that's 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Surely. Not realizing I just added on like an extra 900 years to that. Okay. I'm sure people have already corrected me on this. Yeah. So well done on that. I always appreciate that. But yeah, I was wrong. It was a mistake. Leave me alone.
If it's any consolation, I didn't notice and I just went, cool, I'm down with that. That's fine.
I mean, that does not surprise me from you. But.
Yeah, I've built up a reputation as being terrible at maths, so I feel like I've got away unscathed there with this.
You are just a dumb cunt in general.
Oh, come on. I did that cool intro that you liked.
That has nothing to do... First of all, I didn't really like it. Second of all,
why didn't you like it?
Has nothing to do with your intelligence, okay?
Wait, before you tell me you didn't like it, think long and hard as to whether you want this to go on for weeks and weeks, culminating in us doing more diss tracks after the actual intro as a result.
Lawrence, I loved your intro.
I thought you might have done.
It was great.
Oh, Nathan, what are we up to today? What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Season 9, Episode 4. It is written by Toby Whithouse, directed by Daniel O'Hara. O'Hara, what would you rather? I am as Irish as Barack Obama.
Yep.
It is, of course, Before the Flood. And it is possibly episode 100 and something.
Are we just calling time of death on that bit now?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I've got 119 written down, but I don't think that's been updated in weeks. So.
I was editing something we recorded a couple of recordings ago today, and I'm pretty sure you said 118. So it could be right, but it's probably wrong.
It's probably not. It's probably not right. So there we go.
Oh, mate, what are you thinking about this? Because I'll be honest, last week was a bit of a shambles, right? Yesterday for us. We could not remember a fucking thing that happened last episode.
Yeah, that was more on us than the episode, though, okay? That was more the fact that we had lost our minds and gone insane rather than anything else, okay? That we shouldn't hold that against the episode, okay?
I threw it up in the timeline, by the way. That's clocking in at like an hour and 40 at this point before edits. So like,
oh, sick, man. That's great.
That's on track to be probably our shortest episode in a long time.
Probably is. Yeah, probably is. Look, last week I enjoyed last week. I think last week's was good. It was a good starting point. It was, yeah, sure, maybe suffered from a little bit part one syndrome. He was a little bit slow in parts and stuff. But I think overall it was a good, interesting setup with a great ending and really had you intrigued to see. Wait a minute. Why am I doing my general thoughts first?
I was waiting.
Son of a bitch, you got me monologuing. Oh my God.
There was a moment there midway through I kind of went, this has worked out pretty well for me.
Sick reference from me there, though.
I liked it.
Your general thoughts, you bitch. Okay,
listen, right. So much better than part one. This is, I think, right. I'm instantly every time Doctor Who loses me a little bit, and not to say last week lost me. Again, we lost ourselves in the madness of it all and not remembering anything. But it also wasn't. It was hardly a banger. So. Coming into this, I was like, I'm hooked on that ending from last week. I'm keen to see what they do. I think the change in locations in this episode, the fact that there's two teams, really fucking does some favors for this. Like, the fact that they're able to cut away to stuff and characters can actually be developed a little bit more now that there's not so many of them all in one room fighting for screen time. Yeah, I don't know. I think the resolution is great. I think there's an element of a mystery unfolding, which is really, really... capturing and interesting, and I think kind of what you said. I don't think there's ever really been a clearer example of a part one itis, which yes is necessary because it does do away with all the it deals with all the context that you'd need for this episode to be good, so that this episode can just focus on being good, which it is, I think. Yeah. Were you listening? Yeah,
I was listening. Okay. I think this slaps. Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's a great resolution. I think it's a great part two. But overall, just a great story, really. I think, people saying like, oh, this doesn't need to be a two-parter. Like, wrong, okay? I feel like absolutely justified when they slap this part two down. I think overall, the whole thing definitely works as a two-part story. I think it's a great overall two-part story of Doctor Who. I have a great time with it. Yeah, certified banger.
He's feeling it today.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm having a good time. Okay, and let me tell you.
Yeah.
Intro alone, okay. Yeah. The opening scene alone,
mate,
earns this a certified banger status. Okay, genuinely one of my favorite opening scenes in all of Doctor Who. It is genuinely. Just fucking great, man. Just so phenomenal, right?
Mate, I wasn't prepared for this at all, right? I knew that there were some fourth wall breaks, but I figured it was going to be off the hand comments. I thought it was going to be like every now and again the Doctor turns his shoulder around and goes like blah 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 and then gets back to the episode at hand, right? I was not prepared for the Doctor to deliver essentially a full opening monologue at me explaining a sci-fi concept that I needed to know as reading for the episode that I should have done prior. Oh man, it's so sick. I was waiting for the moment for it to reveal that it was someone's POV, Clara's POV probably being explained to, but no, he's just chatting to me. And I was cool.
Yeah. It's great. It's so good. Just the Doctor explaining the bootstrap paradox. Yeah. Something we've talked about quite a bit on this podcast before. It comes up quite often in Doctor Who. A lot of episodes deal with the bootstrap paradox, but this is the first time it's ever really been fucking fully delved into and explored as a concept and a phenomenon in an episode. Just really, really interesting. Again, Capaldi really fits this vibe of the Professor Doctor. This is him just giving a lecture, giving an explanation of what this scientific phenomenon is, how it works and stuff, and doing so in a easy and understandable way as well. The Beethoven analogy, it really works. It makes perfect sense. I think it's great.
I think it's great too. It is. It is a lecture at the start of it, and what I love about it is if you take it out, you don't lose anything. But what it is, it's just extra sauce. It's toppings, and you go, oh yeah, that was lovely. I didn't mind that at all. I thought it was really, really sick. Also, just What a way to just go, we're trying something new. This is a season of 2-parters. We're doing something new with this. Like, we're just throwing out new shit, seeing what sticks. And so far, there's not been many misses. So I'm pretty happy with it.
It's great. And if that wasn't enough, then you have, you know, the sequence ending with him riffing Beethoven's Fifth on the guitar.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Adding some reverb in there.
Yeah.
And then leading into the actual title sequence. The theme song, the Doctor Who theme song being played on the electric guitar. Insane, crazy.
Mate, I was
so
transcending. I was levitating in the air. I thought, oh, it would just be a sick transition. It'll be a dope transition and then into the theme song. No. And it goes for the entire length of the theme song.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's rad, man. I really like that it's his second season. He's really, not that he ever needed to find his footing, but you can tell this is the Doctor he's been wanting to play.
Yeah.
And like you can really see him leaning more into it in a way that like maybe I don't think he was restrained in Series 8, but he's definitely found another level of his footing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Great co-hosting here from you. Yeah, man.
I agree.
Well, I'm glad.
With that point that you just made. Maybe. But yeah, great opening. Leads us into the title sequence. Oh, sorry. Freebird, yeah. That's what he should have done. He should have just gone into Freebird. Anyway,
one of the nerds is throwing up. He's like, oh, time travel made my tummy go queasy. I'm throwing up.
He's got time travel motion sickness. Yeah. All right, happens to the best of us. All right, don't worry about it. You know, one small step for man, one giant. You know, as O'Donnell says.
Oh, I'm glad you wrote the names down. I've just got various like what they do in the episode as their person. Like that guy later on in the episode, it's just the guy that gets the phone is doing this.
Okay, that's pretty brutal. On that guy whose name I don't know at this point, but I'm sure I'll get to him later.
Yeah. So I like this. O'Donnell is the name. What is it?
I love. I don't know. I love doing a riff or a joke or something and just getting a dismissive. Yeah. Anyway, like you
never shoot my riffs down.
I do it myself. I fully get it, but it's just so obvious in that moment. You either didn't hear me, didn't hear what I said, or just didn't get it and moved on. All right, and I'm fine with all three. Whatever, that's fine.
Didn't hear me, didn't get it. What was the other one you said?
Probably, I don't know. I can't remember.
Because there's a secret third option, which is just didn't care for it, Nathan. All right?
Oh, brutal. Okay.
Like you're not, Nathan James Bauer.
Like I'm not what?
Brutal with my riffs.
Yeah, because most of yours are shit.
Okay, well, look, it's par for the course. We can both do shit riffs, all right? Anyway, she's doubting that Rose, Martha, or Amy ever lost any of their brekkie while travelling first time in the TARDIS. This we spoke about it last week. She's a super fan of Doctor Who, basically.
You're fucking Clive reincarnate, this one. Fucking hell.
Yes.
She's dropping Rose and Martha and Amy just right off the bat. Insane. And then she's like, oh, what fucking year are we in? And the Doctor's like, 1980, I reckon. She's like, oh, that's before Harold Saxon, the Master, before the Minister of War, before the moon exploding and it was a baby that you didn't abort or whatever. Minister of War, this is a thing that people get worked up about quite a lot.
Oh, is it? Why?
Yeah, like people thought, not really, oh, maybe I shouldn't go into this yet. Maybe I should save some of this stuff. But basically, people are like, not really get worked up about, but they're like, ooh, what's that? When's that going to come in? I think they ascribe a lot of like meaning to that,
like this
basically.
is a big foreshadowing thing and
this is a huge thing that's definitely going to happen and wasn't just a throwaway line, you know? This is a huge thing that we're definitely going to see at some point, and we might, you know, we absolutely might. It'd be cool if we did, but like I think people probably hold way too much value in that one throwaway line there, really. But but hey, you know, it's something that like in a recent series people were like, oh, this is definitely that, and it wasn't. But
yeah, I know what that would have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like Doctor Who fans to just run away with the tiniest of throwaway lines, given that the show is practically built on throwaway lines from the Doctor.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, couldn't be us. We know that it's not foreshadowing because we're better than them.
Yeah.
Which is why
no, it is foreshadowing. Well, it kind of is and it isn't at the same time, really. Like, it's something that can be picked up on, I guess, at any point. And, if it is, that would be cool. If it's not, I'm not losing my mind over it.
Yeah, it's not a promise. It's just an opportunity. Whether they want to take it or not is up to them, kind of thing.
Exactly. And I'm sure Big Finish have already done 7 whole fucking season arcs about the Minister of War and their grand fucking evil plan or whatever they did, you know?
The Minister of War is Jackie Tyler.
Yes.
It's just the way it has to go.
It's Jackie Tyler versus the 8th Doctor. Okay.
That's why she hates 9 so much.
Yeah. That was the big showdown all along. Okay.
So yeah, the doctor goes to head off. He doesn't want spoilers. He's like, do you know what? Never mind. And then so he's like, right, we're off. She goes, hang on, I got something in my shoe. And then as the Doctor kind of like walks a little bit off, it's a really fun moment. It's a very humanizing, fun character beat that she just kind of stops to have a little jump up and down. And she's like, oh my God, it's bigger on the inside. It's bigger on the inside.
Bit much, frankly.
But like, you get it. It's her. It's like, Clive.
It is Clive, yeah, but it wouldn't be me. I'd be cool about it.
Oh, you'd be nonchalant.
Yeah, I'd be like, it's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen better.
I'd be like Rory. I'd be like, another dimension. Yeah, I get it. It's fine, I guess. Anyway.
Checks out for me.
Anyway, pretty bored, to be honest.
Yeah, anything to do in it?
Yeah.
You got any games?
It's kind of dull, really. Is it just this one room? Or, I don't know.
See, that would be you, and I would just be there. I'd be the one that got motion sickness, because I can't even sit in the backseat of a car without being like, oh, I'm gonna be sick.
You're such a little bitch, man. You can't do anything.
I can do loads of stuff.
You look at a roller coaster and you get scared, okay? And then you I don't think we talked about this, but I think we did on a Patreon thing. But like, Pierce was like, hey, check out this thing, and you would for no reason at all, okay, with no evidence to support this whatsoever, you had convinced yourself it was a jump scare designed to, terrify you, and you were like, I'm not clicking that. That's gonna be a big jump scare for me only.
Well, the whole everything surrounding it was suspicious,
despite the fact that no one had ever done that to you ever in the Discord server. Okay,
not in the Discord server. I've been blasted by that by old friends, Nathan. People I am no longer in touch with.
What trauma do you have from jump scares, man?
You know that scary dead woman thing? It's like, the one.
Yeah, from 2004, Lawrence.
What if they brought it back?
We all played that maze game, all right? Yes. 2004, okay?
How am I to know it wasn't that disguise, Nathan? It could come back.
Because it's been 21 years, Lawrence. It's over, okay?
I can't trust that.
Jump scares are like, they're not okay. I think we've all established that now.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We're all like, they're not cool. Don't do them.
No, because there are people that actually would suffer from having that happen to them. Yeah, and I'm one of them.
They can be genuinely dangerous. Okay, but whatever, man.
Look, I'm just always. I think the safest way to live is with an air of skepticism and caution.
I love that, refusing to click on any link because it might be a jump scare.
What if it is? One time I'll be right, and you'll all see. You'll all see.
Right. But then, even if it is, you'll just get a mild little fright to be like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, but then I'll be. Then they'll have got me. They'll also know that. They'll know that they have one up me, and they got me.
Well, yeah, I guess that's something you just got to deal with.
I can't let them have it. That's why
I can't live your life in fear of.
Well, I do.
Of the theoretical jump scare.
It's kept me unscared for mere moments of my life. All right. I'm sure it's protected me somewhere down the line.
Is this why you don't really watch horror movies?
I'm just not really good with horror movies anyway. Like, genuinely, I get like, I just scared. Fucking hate being jump scared. I don't sit up. I don't sit there and like shit my pants about it, and it doesn't bother me when I leave the room. But I just don't like the feeling of someone like jump scaring me. I just fucking hate it.
Do you not think it's fun? I think it's fun. I think jump scares are fun. Like in a movie, they're fun.
I can see the appeal of them, and I'll get the same rush from like a fun thriller, right? But like I don't mind creepy, but I don't like just pointless like you're watching something and something goes, ah, and you go, what the fuck? That's just cheap and irritating more often than not, I think.
I'm not talking about, like fake ones, but, like, in, like, a good horror movie, like, with actual jump scares, you know, they can be fun. They
can be effective. There's some good ones in Long Legs, which I saw, but...
I haven't seen Long Legs.
I was a little pussy bitch with Long Legs, though. I started watching Long Legs in the evening, and I went, nope. And then I went to bed, and then in the morning, in the bright daylight, I was like, I'll watch it now.
With a pillow. Holding a pillow so I can look behind it.
It's an unrelated coincidence that I like having a blankie with me when I watch movies.
Yeah. I'm sure. You're a little pussy bitch.
I know. But it's kept me safe.
From what?
From the scary things.
From having a mild fright.
I don't want them. I don't like them. Right. That moment, that one moment of like everyone else enjoys it. The moment where you go, oh fuck me, right?
Yeah,
that's my hell.
That's the fun part.
No, don't put me there.
That's why it's fun. It's like it's the adrenaline afterwards. It's the relief of knowing you're safe afterwards, which is the fun part.
Yeah, but here's what's even more fun. I always know I'm safe. So the fun part never ends.
Because you live your life in constant fear and anxiety of jump scares.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always safe.
You're not. You're in constant fear. Look at you.
I'm a wreck.
You're a mess, Lawrence.
We'll see. Maybe I'll do better at them. I don't know.
I reckon you just need to do some like shock therapy and just like like fucking like Fifth Element style. You just need to like fucking tape your eyes open. Force it to just watch a whole bunch of them over and over, you know?
Just jam like toothpicks in my eyes, holding them open. Yeah, that would probably do it. But would I associate that with a fun time that I want to experience again?
No, but at least you'd be, you know, desensitized to him a little bit.
Yeah, true. But then I wouldn't get that moment, that rush that everyone likes, the thrill. They would just be they'd be dead to me in a different way.
Anyway, Doctor Who.
Yes.
Bennett had a prawn sandwich.
What do you reckon about a prawn sandwich?
No, Lawrence. We've just come off one tangent. We're not going straight into another one about a prawn. I'll say this. Absolutely not. I'm not having that shit.
No?
But there we go. No, there we go.
I don't mind a prawn sandwich.
No, I'm not getting into it. All right? I refuse. I don't care if you don't mind one. All right?
Why? Because you're scared of them, Nathan? Are you scared of prawn sandwiches?
Stop this.
Sorry, what were you saying about prawn sandwiches anyway?
Bennett had a prawn sandwich, which is why he was throwing up.
No, it was because of all the time travel nonsense. He didn't like it.
It literally said, I've got it in front of me. It literally says, sorry about that, I had a prawn sandwich, might have been off.
No, that was his lie. He was lying. It was definitely the time travel that embarrassed him.
Oh, what? I don't care. Just fucking move on, man.
All right, fine. If you're not having a prawn sandwich, what's your favourite kind of sandwich?
Stop! Just move on.
So the alien spaceship
we have to make an effort on this one after our shit show last week, okay?
That's what all these extra riffs are for, Nate.
Do people want extra riffs?
I don't know, but they seem to stay. So there's that.
I don't know what the people want, frankly.
No. And to be honest, I'm too scared to ask. We just keep doing us and hope it works.
Yeah, maybe.
So the alien spaceship is there. It's like chilling in a little field. They walk over to it. And the pilot's covered by a big old sheet. He's sheeted up.
Just having a rest, isn't it? Just having a nap.
Well, you would, wouldn't you, after a long trip?
Yeah, you come from space, presumably quite far.
Yeah.
You land in this little Russian town in Scotland.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm here in this Russian town in Scotland, all right?
It seems normal.
This seems fine. And I know about Scottish culture because I'm from space. So,
yeah, well.
So I know that this is normal and fine. Okay?
Safe place for me to take a nap, I reckon.
Yeah, just with the door wide open, yes. You know? In this very pleasant looking little town. It doesn't look, at all abandoned or dilapidated or horrifying in any way.
There's nothing horror-vibey about this. It seems like a chill, cool place.
This is a chill, cool place for me, a normal, not at all revolting monster of a thing. I don't even know what to call it, you know?
Well, the doctor claims it's not a normal spaceship, it's a hearse.
Ooh.
Yeah, this cunt's dead. He's actually not napping. He's having possibly the biggest nap you could ever have.
The ultimate nap. Oh, fuck, I can't wait for that, man. That's going to be so sick.
The sweet release of a long nap.
The sweet release of death. Oh, I crave it. But that's a conversation for me and my therapist.
Yeah, not the audience of Still Got Legs.
No, not this one. Anyway, yes. Yeah, they found the hearse. Hearse. Wait, what's the plural of hearse?
Must be heath.
I hate us so much.
Yeah, but it's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway,
But the thing is, we were both waiting for the other one to stop so we could drop heath as well.
Anyway, so a heath is usually where you'd find a ghost because they're dead. Yeah, and
They typically hang about there. Yeah.
Yeah, they hang about her, so that makes sense. And then we see, we find out his name's Prentice.
Yes.
But the Tivoli cunt who's like, hello, fellows, lovely day for it, isn't it? He's coming over and he's like, I'm Prentice, I'm a funeral director. I'm from Tivoli, the most invaded planet ever. What is it he says? Our capital city has a sign saying, if you occupied us, you'd be home by now. Pretty cute. And the doctor's like, yeah, I've had dealings with you lot before. I can't say I'm a fan. And then he's like, yes, we do tend to antagonize.
What a
weird
punchable little cunt, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other one was as well.
I mean, they all are, just by nature,
Yeah.
I guess. Like,
We're about to record a commentary on that in a minute, so that'll be fun.
oh, God, we've got to talk about these little mousy cunts for so long.
It's fine. It's a bit of fun.
I want to bring this up as well, right? Because last week you scoffed at the mere notion of him looking Victorian, right?
Yeah, because he's not Victorian.
All right, but hear this. He's got a top hat, an old-timey tie, and grey mutton chops.
He doesn't have an old-timey tie.
He does have an old-timey tie on.
He's wearing a little cravat or something.
Yeah, which is what all Victorian cunts used to wear.
No, yeah, but it's also just what a funeral director
Yeah,
wears.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're
And
wrong.
he is a funeral. I guess it's probably because in my head I just think of him as a funeral director.
Yes,
because I know that. Okay, so I'm like, he's not a Victorian. He's a funeral director,
Yeah.
and also he's from space. Okay, he's not a Victorian man. He's from space.
I get it. I totally get it. And here's the thing. You're right. I'm not trying to take that away. But he's got mutton chops and he's in a top hat with a silly suit on with a silly tie. He looks like a Victorian man.
But he's from space, Lawrence, right?
Well, I know that now. He's from that planet that loves getting fucking invaded or whatever.
Tivoli.
Wait, hang on. Is it a Tivoli? Can you be a Tivoli or are you from Tivoli?
You can be a Tivolonian.
Ah, okay.
From Tivoli.
What's the plural of Tivolonian?
Tivoli.
Tivoli. Good. Nice.
And probably just Tivolonians.
Oh, yeah. I think they both work.
Yeah,
Good
probably.
on us.
Yeah.
We're expanding the show's dictionary. You're welcome, Stephen.
Great, good stuff.
So yeah, the mousy cunt. What's his name? Prentice. Yeah.
Prentice. What's that from? Prentice.
Prentice.
Doesn't Donna say something about Prentice at one point?
It's either a company or someone she works with or something.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a Prentice or something. Prentice, Mentis, Prentice the
Praying
Prentice
Mentis.
the dentist. Isn't
Prentice-
that something? What's that from? Prentice the dentist.
Do you want me to Google Prentice the dentist?
Google Prentice the dentist. Is it from The Office?
Maybe. This guy's mates with Ricky Gervais, isn't he?
Who?
The guy that plays Mousy Cunt in this episode. He's in that show where Ricky Gervais is like, I don't have to be nice to anyone because my wife died or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't watch that show.
Prentice the dentist is from The Office US.
Ah, Prentice the dentist.
We found it. We found out what it is, and we were also wrong about it.
Yeah, we did it, everyone.
Good on us.
Anyway, Prentice the dentist is like...
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what we call him now. He's like, this is the Fisher King. Behold, he and his armies have invaded and enslaved us all for glorious years. And then he's like, other than we were liberated and enslaved by another race, and then another one, and he goes on for quite a bit.
Yeah, he's even going on to the doctor like, oh, mate, do a little enslave. Do it like, just oppress me just a little bit, you know you want to. And the doctor's like, oh, fuck off with your shit, man.
Yeah, doctor's having none of it, which is... Fair enough, though. Yeah.
They did well last time to meet the far more patient 11, and 12 is just like, mate, kill yourself. I've got no time for this.
Yeah, exactly.
So the doctor wants to know what tech they've got. He asks the Tivoli guy, he's like, mate, what tech you got, Crentis the dentist, right? You're making ghosts, right? You're sending that signal out to send people to the coordinates or whatever, and Crentis the dentist is like, mate, not a fucking Scooby what you're on about here, Chief.
Like, we don't have anything like that, man. I don't know what the fuck you're on about. He's like, even this belongs to the glorious Arcatinians.
R. Kelly.
Nope. No. No. Not going down that rabbit hole.
Are you sure?
Ignoring that one. Moving on. The Arcatinians.
Yeah, so it's like that's all their tech, man. I got nothing to do with this, right? They don't let us develop technology. We're just their little slaves or whatever.
With their little rat mouse boys.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so who's sending the message then? And then he just gives him a big old sniff, doesn't he?
Yes, what a freak.
He just starts sniffing him, and then the doctor's like, all right, back to the TARDIS.
Yeah, I've had enough.
I need to talk to Clara.
Well, he's getting up in their mouths. He's the dentist after all, Nathan. So he's probably giving them a little sniff down, checking out their breath situation.
He's Crentis the dentist.
Yeah, and who can stop him? So back underwater and in the future as well.
1,000 years in the future, which
yes.
we all know is to be true.
Of course. We said it that one time, so it must be. And we're a trusted source.
Yeah, it's 1,000 years in the future, maybe. I'm not bad at math. Shut up.
So back underwater, back in the future, this guy recognizes... This is quite a nice scene. This is what I mean about them. This episode can now take a little bit more time to humanize the characters, because they get a bit more time where they're not all just trying to not be the Doctor or whatever.
That's true, and it is good that we've got now a second setting. Second setting has entered the episode, okay? Because now I think the reason why probably last week was dragging quite a bit is because it was all just in the one base. You know, there was no escape from it. It was all for better or for worse. It was all, this is where the entire episode is set, you know? This time you're going back and forth, you're going into the past, you're going 1,000 years to the future and stuff, so it's nice to have a little reprieve, I believe. And much like the audience can now have a reprieve from this episode and listen to some lovely little ads. My best one yet, I reckon.
I'll be honest, it was good. It was good.
It was good. Anyway, what happens, Lawrence?
So the guy, he recognizes that Clara's like tough as nails. He's like, fucking, you've been around this kind of shit for a while. How would you calm someone down? And Clara's like, I'd just tell everyone the Doctor would save us. And he's like, do you believe that? She's like, yeah, mostly I would say I do. And he's like, okay, cool. Well, that then to you. Because you look stressed out a little bit, basically. Yeah.
And fair play. You know, well done to that guy. I believe his name is Lunn.
Lunn. Okay.
Well, that's how he's listed in the script anyway. So
Phone Man Lunn.
Lunn. What do you mean phone man?
Well, he goes and gets the phone later. It's why he's in my notes as Phone Man.
Phone man. All right. I said there was something to do with an iPhone.
You did, yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, nah, I see. I get the reference.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew there was an iPhone. Anyway, Cass is like, this cunt been dead Doctor. Yes. Dead Doctor Who. Dead Doctor Who's ghost. Yes. Okay. She's like, dead Doctor Who's ghost he's saying something different than the others. He's not going like Swords, Church, whatever the fuck they're
Temple
all
bullshit
about.
Or whatever.
Temple, Noble, Dono, fucking Prentice the Crentis the dentist,
Prentice
whatever.
the Prentice dentist.
Yeah. he's saying Moran, Pritchard, Prentice the dentist, O'Donnell, Clara, Dr. Bennett, Cass, which is, if you have been paying attention, although it would be kind of hard because we use different names, but that's the names of everyone. Yeah, in the episode, basically.
The Doctor should have gone Phone Man, Prentice the dentist.
Prentice the dentist.
Dead Doctor Who.
Dead Doctor Who's ghost. Deaf Girl. Who else was there? Clive's fucking reincarnate.
Yeah, Clive 2.0.
Clive 2.0, you know. Insane.
I don't know when we started this, but we do make up nicknames.
We've always
for
done this. It's never been a when we stay. Was there day one, brother. Okay, it was always there.
We should release fun little merch idea, right? For years into the future, we should release Doctor Who like Battles in Time trading cards, our version, but like the characters have the nicknames.
Yeah, that'd be fine. BBC won't have an issue with that at all.
Nah, fuck them. We'll do it.
Yeah,
we'll make it just legally distinct enough.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Blue Box Time Travel Show Who, or whatever we'd call it.
Okay, yeah. Docky Who. Can they sue us for Docky Who?
Yeah, almost certainly.
Nah, it's different.
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
It's different.
What if we always started it like, if it was, we said, Doctor Who is in that show? Like, we always made it a sentence so they couldn't sue us.
But that's still using the trademarked phrase Doctor Who.
Well, I couldn't think of another phrase off the top of my head. This is what the lawyers are for.
We don't have lawyers.
We will at this point, because we won't want to get sued.
All right, great.
We'll have an in-house team on retainer, Nathan.
We won't. Okay.
It'll be Pierce with a law degree.
No, Melina's the lawyer.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
that checks out.
She's actually studying law or whatever.
Well, there you go. You've got a job. It's waiting for you.
Yeah.
We can't afford to pay, but it's still there if you want it.
And I guess we'll be dealing exclusively in Canadian law. But,
Yes.
but sure, you know.
So the doctor rings Clara's phone and Clara explains there's another ghost here.
Her iPhone.
Her iPhone. She pulls out her iPhone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's an old iPhone, that is.
An iPhone 4, I believe. Or a 4S, at least.
Oh, okay.
My first iPhone.
Was it really?
An iPhone 4, yeah. iPhone 4 in white. I got it like a month before the iPhone 4S came out because I was an idiot and didn't pay attention to Apple's release schedule back then.
Oh, yeah.
And I left it on a bus. Yep, left it on a bus once.
How chuffed were your parents?
That was a fun day, let me tell you that. So, although to be fair, I bought that phone myself, okay?
Yeah.
So none of these, mummy and daddy bought the phone. No,
Okay.
I worked at a bakery. I earned £32 a week.
Yes.
Okay, and I bought that phone myself. All right.
You quite literally got that.
That's
bread.
what's wrong with today's kids, okay, Lauren?
Yes.
They're not rolling up their sleeves. They're getting to work for £32 a week like me.
Did you ever have a little brown wage packet that you pulled out?
I did. I got a little envelope at the end of my shift.
Yeah.
And it's my little £32.
Mate,
Like,
every week I'm
great.
rolling up. Every single Friday past midday,
Yeah.
I'd be rolling up to the local village pub to collect my £32. And I'd be
mate,
like,
it was
fuck
sick.
it.
It was great. I was like, thank you. There's my £32. I'll give you back the money that I owe you for eating half of your stock.
Yes.
Here's £10 for all the sausage rolls I ate whilst on shift. Okay.
I once remember having that argument with my manager because they were like, you don't get a lunch break. And I was like, if you're dumb, because if you just let me have a lunch break, the
Yeah.
money you would pay me, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to pay me and you'd make more because I want to buy a big burger for lunch. Like,
Yeah.
you're making less money from this deal, but sure, I'll stay here and serve no one. Why not?
I just think it's not about the money; it's about the control, Lawrence.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what being a fucking capitalist boss is all about.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Anyway, shout out Amazon.
Yeah, our boys.
Oh boy.
And here's our affiliate link.
Yeah, check out if you want an Audible subscription. If you want a free audiobook or whatever.
You got your Audible credits or whatever they deal in over there.
Yeah, a little token or some shit. I don't know, man. But anyway, Clara's on the phone to the doctor.
Yes.
The doctor's got his little FaceTime set up in the TARDIS. He's turned his monitor vertically so he can do FaceTime.
I like that. I thought that was quite a fun little detail that he spins it around.
Quite fun. Enjoy it quite a lot. But yeah, so they're having a little FaceTime, Clara, and he notices like something's a bit off with her. Clara's like, oh, hey, you all right? Everything good? And Doc's like, the fuck's doing? What are you doing? What's going on? Is everything okay? And she's like, oh, yeah, there's a ghost.
Yeah.
And it's you.
Yeah.
You're dead, basically.
I want it on record because I know that people can read these notes now. Yet Nathan earlier made a joke. Nathan earlier made a second something joke, right?
Yeah.
And I just want it on record that I didn't copy him, but in my notes earlier I did write down, Sir, a second ghost has hit the towers.
Okay, great.
I didn't just mid-recording write that in and be like, I made this one first.
Well, maybe you did, but now you're saying this to cover your tracks.
We'll see. Now it just comes down to what your opinion of me is, I guess. You decide what you want.
Very low.
Oh, no!
Yeah, very, very low.
And I'm scared.
Yeah, you're a little bitch.
I kind of like this. I love how kind of immediately the doctor is like, His face.
He's very quick to resign to his fate.
Yeah,
He's like immediately like, I have to die. There is no way out of this. I am going to die.
But it's so like he does take a beat. Capaldi's so clever in that he lets it hit him, and he goes, "That sucks." Anyway, off we go.
Yeah. I do like that Clara's like, absolutely fucking not. Not with me. She says, not with me. Die with whoever comes after me. You do not leave me. Incredible.
Oh my god, incredible line. Incredible fucking like. Just man, we're getting back to that toxic vibe. Yeah. Didn't skip a beat. Here it is again.
She's not worried about him dying.
No.
She's worried about losing him.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
And you could say, they're one of the same things, but like, no, really, if he dies without her, if he dies when she's gone, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if she misses out on him, not happening.
Yes.
Okay?
She doesn't want him to die. At the same time, but two things can be true in that phrasing is important, and she doesn't care if it's after the fact because she won't know it. Like, man, it's good stuff. It's great stuff, and I like that the Doctor's kind of playing it brave at this point. He's like, oh, this regeneration's a bit of a clerical error anyway. Like, fucking is what it is. Like, it's good stuff, I think.
Yes. I also think it's good stuff.
Okay, good. Well, as long as that was what you heard.
Yes.
The Doctor does ask to speak to Clara privately because Clara does have a little wobble, you could say, over
a wibbly wobbly timey-wimey.
A wibbly wobbly timey-wimey, and he knows them well. And Clara says that again, this is more juicy info, right? Clara's like, you have made yourself essential to me, and it would be unfair of you to leave me. And I'm like, whew. Now imagine if this was, and I know we believe it is a romantic pairing, right? But imagine if it was laid bare on the table and these two were openly a couple. And this was something that was said. It just doesn't go down well, a statement like this. It's very manipulative. And I love seeing Clara kind of not leaning into depravity is the wrong term, but she's definitely not afraid to explore some toxic tendencies.
What do you mean by that?
Like the whole, it would be unfair for you to leave me now, right? And if you love me, you'll prove it by coming back. Like, it just feels very, you'll do this for me. You'll break these rules for me kind of thing. It's me-centric. It should be about care and affection for the other person's well-being, but it's very much not that for Clara. What do you think?
Yes. Yeah. I guess, it is, but, like, I don't care.
Oh, no, right. I want it on... I do not care.
Okay.
This is not a Danny Pink scenario. I'm fully with you on this.
Okay, yeah.
It's just really interesting writing from Clara.
It is really interesting writing. It is really interesting. And, like, I get it from Clara's point of view as well. I don't think she's in the wrong for saying this, necessarily. I think, love and infatuation and however you want to define this relation, they can make you do and think and say crazy, stupid things when you're presented with the possibility of that being taken away from you.
Yeah, so. Especially in kind of like a high-octane, heavy-pressured scenario like this. Like, where every day is life and death stakes, you would say shit that's a bit out of turn because your whole life is dramatic, so why wouldn't you bring that into your relationship?
And Clara, like... All love to her, but she is a bit of a control freak. Okay, like she fucking needs to be in control. Anytime like she's not, anytime she doesn't have the control of a situation, she's not having a good time with it. So, yeah. No, I completely agree. It's just it'd be so easy to write this character as someone to be like, oh no, come back, Doctor, because the world would be a better place with you. But it's not. It's so me, and that's so juicy to explore. 100%.
Yes. So the mouse goes back to the ship. He's in my notes as the mouse.
I believe you mean Krentis the dentist.
Yes, Krentis the dentist he goes back to the ship, and the markings are there, and the body's missing. So it's,
the body's gone. The pilot's woke up. He's like, "Fucking lovely nap."
I'm sick nap.
I had a tight 5. I'm good. I'm good to go.
I'm back in Russian Scotland, where I wanted to be. This is great stuff.
Let me have a little walk about. Oh, let me just scribble something down here. Save that for later.
Yeah, might come up. Might be important. I do like this though. It's just very creative as we cut to a we see a big shadow eclipse Krentis the dentist's face, and then we cut to a wide and just hear him be like, ah.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
That's it. Oh, no.
Oh, you got me, you bastard.
Oh, bloody hell, I'm dead, didn't I?
No, he's probably loving it, to be fair. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
the
he's,
ultimate
like, sick.
oppression or whatever.
I'm so horny.
Thanks for killing me, please.
Yes. So Dr. Clara is like, right, so Ghost dead. Oh, wait, dead Ghost Doctor Who. Okay, you've got a better view than me. What does it look like? Like any scars, any trauma, any indication as to how I die? And she's like, pretty much the same as all the others. Weird black eyes, and there's a little rip on your jacket. You got a little tear in your coat shoulder. And then he's like, and I'm just saying the same as all the others. And then that's when he finds out the names. The Moran, Pritchard, Prentice, Quentin the Dentist, O'Donnell, Clara, dead Doctor Who's ghost, Bennett, Cass.
More, presumably? I don't know. Maybe.
No, that's them all.
Okay, good. Perfect. That's too many to make up nicknames for, frankly.
Yeah.
So he obviously finds out that he's not just saying the same thing, he's saying the names. And then Clara's like, he's not fucking trying to kill us, though, because he breaches the threshold and everyone shits the bed for a second.
Yeah.
And then they go, hang on, he's not beefing us. He's not interested in beefing us. And he goes over to the control panel and he...
Sorry.
I always try and just go over it because I'm like, I can just cut that in the edit, but it's so obtrusive.
I got a yawn, man.
Yeah, no, but you don't yawn like a person. You yawn by, like, I'm pretty sure you get closer to your mic to do it as well.
I'm the same distance I always have been from my mic. Okay, it is. I do yawn loudly though.
Yeah.
Everyone always has a go at me when I yawn because I do a big yawn scream basically.
You got to let it out though. It's not satisfying if you don't do a yell with it. Really,
I know you gotta announce. You know my
I'm
fatigue.
tired.
Yeah, I'm a sleepy boy.
Pity me. I am unnapped.
I am being very brave.
Fucking the big cunt earlier that Prentice the Dentist was wheeling about should have done a big yawn like this after all those big naps.
Yeah. after his little lie down.
Yeah. So the Doctor... Wait, hang on, no. Ghost, dead Doctor Who. Was that his name?
Dead Doctor Who's ghost.
Dead Doctor Who's ghost. He goes over to the control panel to open the Faraday cage. Yes. And immediately they go, oh, okay, all right, we're on the run again.
Yeah.
So Clara sets up like a little FaceTime.
Well, no. He opens up the Faraday cage, but then they realise, he's let the other ghosts out.
Yes.
That's what, because they were all trapped in the Faraday cage.
That's right. That's something I remember from last week.
Yes, well done, Lawrence.
Thank you. Don't pretend you did either.
I did. That's why I said it.
Oh, I'm sure you've done some extra research there.
Been what?
I don't know.
Oh no, I've done extra research.
Don't do extra work on the show.
That shows how little I care. No, yeah.
So Clara sets up her iPhone 4S and does a FaceTime with the Doctor and dead Doctor Who's ghost.
We don't know it's a 4S. We only know it's at least of a 4 model. Okay.
Oh, she never uses Siri, I guess, does she?
Yeah, exactly. We don't know.
Yeah. The Doctor's he's rigged up his FaceTime to his vertical monitor, like you said, and the Doctor ghost starts saying different stuff, and it's something like the chamber will open tonight or something. He says
the Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air beware.
Yeah. There's that dead cat or something. That's also
Mrs.
going on.
Norris. Yeah.
The Doctor. He tells Clara, get to the Faraday cage, leave the phone outside where it can get signal, and answer it when I ring it, if you can, if it's safe to. Do not lose the phone, right? And Bro's staring straight down the lens, and I really, really like this shot, because he is eyeballing the camera, right? And they really, really use the camera, especially with that opening earlier, just to, like, really enunciate how intense this Doctor is, and I love it. I think it's cool.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but all right.
Well, like, you know, like little moments, like they always, there's a lot more POVs in this Doctor's era, and there's a lot more like fourth wall breaks and stuff like that. Like they always do a good job right from his first fucking ever shot with the intense eyebrows. Right, they do a good job with the camera work, showing you this is an intense man to be around.
Yeah.
And I just think that's like, it's more creative than they used to be with the show, I think. Maybe that's budget reasons, I don't know, but I think the show has never looked better in terms of creative freedom and license.
I definitely think the show is a lot more experimental in terms of like its creative aspects in this era.
100%.
It definitely is willing to explore, some different stuff. Look, for better or for worse, we'll talk about some where it doesn't necessarily work out and ones where it does as well and stuff. But like, at least they're trying stuff, man.
Can I make a bold claim? And I'd be interested. No,
you can't. No, you can't. Moving on.
What? No,
moving on. Anyway.
No. I want to say it because we're about halfway through 12's run now, right? I know we're not exactly, but we're around that space.
Okay.
And I had the thought today, so I thought it'd be interesting to share it on this podcast.
Wrong.
Shut up. But I'm very quickly changing my tune on potential favourite Doctors.
Ooh.
I'm locking this in because by the time it gets to the end of 12, I can make a definitive statement, right?
Ooh.
But this is, I think it's just like it's everything together. It's the show at its most experimental. It's the companion Doctor dynamic that I think is the most interesting from a writing perspective. Like,
yes,
it's just obviously it doesn't have that nostalgia level to it, but that's also like a testament to I can be watching an episode for the first time today and still be like, yeah, that's on par with like some of the shit that I adored as a child. Like, that's a powerful thing to overdo nostalgia. Do you know what I mean?
How I wish I could travel back in time to young 19-year-old Lawrence recording an episode of Your Opinion Sucks and being like, no one cares that Peter Capaldi's leaving Doctor Who. No one fucking likes him. And then just punch you in the face. And you go, listen to what you say, you bitch.
Listen, this is you from the future. But then does that change it? Does that change events?
No.
Out of spite, do I never start Still Got Legs with you?
I think by me going back in time and punching you in the face, I have just ruined our friendship for all of time.
Look at what the hell, man. What's that for?
Well,
yeah, man, great fucking stuff. So the Doctor, he tells the Doctor Who fan, who I believe is called O'Donnell.
O'Donnell.
Yes. Right, new nickname established. Oh no, Clive 2.0, she already had one.
Clive 2.0, yeah.
God damn it. So the Doctor tells Clive 2.0 to stay in the TARDIS. And she's like, mate, get fucked.
Yeah, he's like, we need to go do something. Like, but not you. You stay here and man the phones or whatever. Women's work. Busy women's work. All right?
Yes.
And she's like, fuck you. I'm not doing this shit. And
I'm Clive 2.0.
I'm Clive 2.0, bitch.
Mate, I'll be honest, if I was her, this is the dream scenario. The Doctor's left you and you're in the TARDIS. Like, go snooping, man. Your whole life has been like, I wonder what the Doctor gets up to.
I'd go explore. But she's on a Doctor Who adventure, though, as well.
Oh, that's true,
Yeah, she is like, there's monsters and aliens afoot, so like...
She might be thinking if I impress the Doctor, I might get a ticket in the TARDIS as well. That happens every now and then.
Maybe. It does occasionally happen.
Yeah, like Adam.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, that is true. Yeah.
What the fuck was the Doctor thinking?
I don't fucking know, man. But anyway, O'Donnell's like, fucking never gonna happen, you bloody cunts, alright? Let's bloody go. And off they go.
So they find...
Was the Doctor being sexist?
No, because
we know.
We know from later on now.
Yeah, we know. But without knowing that knowledge, though, it does seem a bit like, what are you doing?
Yeah, there was a 10-minute stretch where I went, what?
Yeah, why?
Do you not just want her around? Like, she seems like an extra useful pair of hands.
Because it did seem like he didn't have like a good excuse for her or anything. It did seem like, why couldn't Bennett stay back? Why did it have to be her? You know?
Well, I kind of like how we'll get to it. We'll circle around to it in a minute because there's a bit of a fight that discusses this.
Chicken dippers.
So they find Crentis the dentist's body, right? And whatever killed him is now dragged. Yeah, he's big time dead.
No.
Your favourite character, Crentis the dentist.
Crentis the dentist.
Who could do this?
No.
Whoever killed him has dragged the suspended animation chamber into the church, right?
No.
We're hearing big roars, big screeches, big animal sounds, really.
This cunt loves a roar, man. He's always roaring.
Which is weird because later on he's just like, I'm a chill guy with a normal voice.
I'm a little boy. He doesn't say that. But,
I'm a little boy.
I'm a little boy, Doctor Who.
Dead Doctor Who's ghost. I'm a little
Dead
boy.
Doctor Who's ghost. I'm a little boy. Anyway, the Doctor's like, fucking hell, the Fisher King did it. He killed this cunt and he wrote that shit on the wall as well. Look, it's up there.
Yeah.
The future it's all still to come, basically.
Yeah. They haven't prevented anything. They've just gone back and figured some stuff out, but that's about it.
Yeah. If anything, they've probably enabled it, really.
Yeah, really, they've made it 10 times worse.
Yeah, they've cemented it in stone, quite frankly. Which was always going to happen, you know? This is the thing. You always think, I'll stop it from happening, but in doing so, you actually fucking cause it to happen.
Yeah.
Have you not seen movies?
Come on, Doctor Who.
You've seen movies? Although he hasn't. Maybe he didn't see Alien, so who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you hadn't even heard of it.
Exactly.
And what kind of cinephile was out here not hearing of Alien, Nathan?
He's not a cinephile.
Well, he might be. You never know. He might be into old movies.
He's not, clearly.
He might be into Gallifreyan movies. So he doesn't want to fucking dumb it down with that Earth nonsense movies.
What movies are Gallifreyans watching?
I don't know. I reckon Rassilon had like an old career in the fucking 80s or something, or the Time Lord 80s, where he has a big porn tash.
Rassilon was like an 80s action star, like Van Damme or Stallone or something. He's in the Gallifreyan equivalent of like the Rambo franchise.
Yeah, I think so, and that's what got him elected. Now he's like Arnie. He turned to politics when his career work dried up.
And now he's the president or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, good for him.
That's kind of how it works, isn't it, these days, for some fucking reason?
Yeah, sure, that's how it works.
I still, every now and again, I think back to one of the funniest things.
I like him, he's relatable. Yeah, that's what I want in a fucking president.
Yeah, I want someone that seems like a chill dude.
I want someone who's down to earth and dumb. Yeah.
And relatable to my specific views, which are dumb because I'm an idiot.
Oh, God.
So yeah, they run back to the TARDIS, and the Doctor's like, fuck this, we need to go back to the TARDIS, figure some more shit out. I need to speak with Clara, basically.
Always in the TARDIS, man.
Yeah, I know, he's always running back there. But so they get...
There it was, everyone, there it was.
that one was because I didn't hear you, I'll admit it. So they get cut off, they're all running, they end up splitting up, and the Doctor Who fan, Clive 2.0, dips off, right? And the Doctor and, what we calling this guy? What's this guy called?
Well, his name's Bennett.
Nah, that's boring. What's his name?
Prawn Sandwich.
Prawn Sandwich?
That wasn't even it.
Was it not?
Was it? I don't know.
No, yeah, that was him, that was him.
Was it him?
He had his prawn earlier, yeah.
Well, we'll call him Prawn Sandwich then.
Can we call him Queasy Prawn?
No, I don't like it.
Fine, Prawn Sandwich then.
Prawn Sandwich, thank you.
So yeah, Clive 2.0 gets separated, and the Doctor and Prawn Sandwich go into a room.
Did this seem quite contrived to you?
Nah, man, I like this quite a lot, if I'm honest.
Okay. I like the scene.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like the scene. I think it's good spooky vibes, especially when you're seeing the monster, the Fisher King, like walking about
Creep
in the background
by the window,
stuff.
yeah.
That's all very cool. That's all really interesting and visually very, great and everything. But like, I don't know, just the way that O'Donnell got separated from the others, it just felt very contrived. It felt very like horror movie vibe, like cheap horror movie vibes where like, oh no, you know what I mean?
I can totally see what you mean, but like, and it is, you're right, I reckon it probably is contrived, but it didn't sound alarm bells off in my head, because it was doing enough to justify it. Like, I wanted to see the cool shot of the monster walking by in the background, and like, the fact that the window's quite high up and you still only see the monster's torso go by, like, that's effective tension building for the stakes towards the end of the episode. So yeah, I guess the scenario might be a bit contrived, but I don't mind it being there. I think it's good stuff.
Fair enough.
Clive 2.0, she reckons she's safe, right? She's reckons, the monster's been and gone, whatever. But she's submerged in a big old shadow, Nathan. And then she's killed.
Yes, she gets killed, yes. I don't know if I said this or if we talked about this, but I've briefly mentioned it, but yeah, just I do like the shots of the monster walking past and stuff. It's all very, very creepy, very spooky, very well shot, I think, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, builds the vibe, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's like, I think it's the perfect mix of hiding the monster and seeing just enough to get spooked and stuff
Yes,
as well.
100%. And you get that kind of thing, like, with Quentis the Dentist's death and with Clive 2.0's death, because the submersion of the shadow over them, when you go like, oh, you're fucked. Like, you're dead in a minute.
100%.
She should have stayed in the TARDIS.
She should have. So this is the thing. The Doctor was not been a sodge. Actually,
no.
Him and Bennett, they find Clive's body, and he's like, you fucking knew. That's why you asked her to stay behind, didn't you? You had this theory because of the names. When the dead Doctor whose ghost was saying a list of names, the Doctor posited a theory that it was the order in which they die, which turns out with O'Donnell's case with Clive
2.0.
Clive 2.0's case confirms that theory to be true, it seems. So yeah.
It's, mate, this is the kind of stuff I like, right?
And prawn sandwich is like, you're a cunt, Doctor Who.
And to be fair, he's kind of right. Like,
well, he's not. No, like, the Doctor wasn't like die. You know?
No, but he is right in the sense that he's like, he did say, yes, absolutely, to his credit, he did say, stay on the TARDIS. And she went, why? And he was like, just stay there. Shut up. Stay on the TARDIS, right? But he's like, you didn't fucking try that hard, did you, mate? If this was your theory, like, be honest with me. You wanted to test it was right because the name after this was Clara, and you'll bend fucking all the rules for her, but she wasn't worth it. And I think there is truth to that. We've seen the Doctor will take a fucking he'll sacrifice a fucking chess piece to win the game.
Yeah. But I like it.
I like it too, but right. We do this so often. I like it too, but it doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, I know, but I like it.
I do too.
So it's okay.
No, that's where we differ. It doesn't make it cool.
No, it's fine.
The bloke is right to be annoyed from his perspective, I think.
Okay.
And I get it. I get why he's doing it. I get why the Doctor's doing it, but yeah, it doesn't make it cool. Anyway, Clara's just like me for real because she gets jump scared and hates it.
She does. That was quite a jump scare, actually. Yeah. That little ghost coming in from the side, and it's O'Donnell's ghost. And they're like, oh no, O'Donnell's dead or whatever.
Oh no, O'Donnell's dead.
Oh no.
And she goes for the phone. She's like, I'm looking in the window, and then Clara's like, don't you fucking take that phone.
O'Donnell mugs her. He's like, I'm having your phone, bro.
You're not coming out? Well, fuck you. I got your phone.
Yeah. O'Donnell rides about London on a fucking moped, just stealing phones.
All right, I have a specific question to ask you because it leads directly into my next note.
Oh, I love a question.
Well, get ready for this one, right?
All right. Is it a good one?
I think it's another happy question. It is a happy question, I would say, yeah. Is the TARDIS the coolest fucking spaceship ever?
Oh, yes. Yes. It is. Okay.
Yeah. Elaborate.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. I'm just stitching you up.
Really put me on the spot there.
You don't have to. I wrote it down because I
elaborate.
I just think, right, the fucking like he slams down the accelerator and just the vibe of it all. Like, I don't know what it was specifically that made me want to write that question down. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But it just is cool. There's something about the accelerator slamming, and it slams on its own later on when the Doctor's like, security protocol time, and the TARDIS is like, we're off, chat. Like, it's a fucking later. Yeah, I know it's later, but like it's still a cool fucking I just think it's cool. I just think the TARDIS is fucking dope and looks sick.
Okay. Yeah. It is.
Yeah. And it bongs him.
Well, yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. But though, yeah, it's cool, but it's like, but fuck you, Doctor.
Yeah,
though.
Stop
like,
it, you prick.
There's a great moment where like the Doctor's like, fuck it, fuck all of this. All right, I've had enough. Who fucking cares about the rule book? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna save everyone. I'm gonna break the rules of time travel. Fuck this, because you know what? No one's gonna fucking stop me. And then the TARDIS is like, bitch, you thought.
Yeah.
All right.
No one's gonna stop me. Bong. And the way the Doctor goes, oh.
she hits him with a cloister bell. All right, she's like, I'm about to end this man's whole career, and hits him with the cloister bell. Great moment though, and he's like, and I don't see anyone here who's going to stop me. And then it's the big bong cloister bell.
Except the missus, mate.
Yeah.
We're all tough until the missus comes round.
Talk a big game until the TARDIS decides no. Actually.
Yeah, I'll go to the pub. Babe. Babe, do you mind if I go out a bit later?
That is your life, yeah.
I don't go out to the pub. I don't even ask.
Because you don't have any friends to go to the pub with. That's why.
I don't need any more friends. I got my loyal circle. And none of them live near me.
It's true, they don't. That's why you're not going to the pub.
No, that's why I got my wife. I go to the pub with my wife.
All right, great. So the TARDIS materializes again. It lands back in this Russian town in Scotland.
Yes.
And it's like, you little fucking bitch, you thought, all right, you fucking thought I was going to do that for you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking you back half an hour ago, all right?
Yeah, just to really annoy you.
Yeah, just to be a little bitch about it. And then, like, they walk out of the TARDIS, and the Doctor realizes he's gone back on his own time stream. There's two Doctors, there's another TARDIS about, they gotta hide and all these shenanigans and shit. It's all crazy, man. Everything's going crazy.
It's crazy. I love to see this. I love to see the Doctor be humbled and brought down a few pegs. And I tell you what, I really admire the restraint to not do double Doctor shenanigans.
Yes.
It's cool, and you don't need it to be more than this. Seeing the Doctor in the same frame as another TARDIS. There's two TARDISes and two Doctors in the same frame, but then there never is like that moment where like they turn around and you go, oh, you got to duck. Oh, like you don't get that slapstick nature that would so often be in something like this.
There is like a moment or two where, like, you know, they accidentally make a noise, and then someone from the other group is like, "What was that?" And then, but that's as much as it gets. Really.
Yeah, that's not played for haha. That's played for this is dramatic and we can't get caught. Yeah.
Yes, it's played to kind of set the stakes and to add some drama to it all.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So I love this. I love this stuff. I do like as well that fucking Prawn Sandwich tries to speak to now not dead Clive 2.0.
He tries to save Clive.
Yeah.
And the Doctor's like,
what if I dump tackled you?
Yeah. What if I killed you right now? I'll kill you with a gun, actually.
Yeah, and I've got this one.
Yeah, shoot. I shot you.
So Clara realizes the bloke that she's with. What's this guy's nickname again?
His nickname, I don't know. Well, he's called Lun.
He's called Lun. What did we say?
Well, you said Phone Man, but I don't like Phone Man.
You don't like Phone Man?
No.
It's too reductive.
Yeah. What should we call him?
We definitely called him something earlier because I remember you saying Lun.
You called him Phone Man.
Yeah, no, but as in like we landed on something earlier. I'm fairly certain.
No, we didn't. You called him Phone Man.
First word that comes to your head, Lun.
Mun.
Mun. There we go. Is mun.
Oh, there's nothing though. Is it?
They don't all have to be good. They just got to be there.
No, they have to be natural, okay? We can't force them, all right?
All right.
If we're trying to force them, then we're doing wrong.
That's
okay?
true. We've lost ourselves.
Exactly. We'll keep him as Lun for now, unless something naturally comes up.
Okay.
All
right, fine.
Yeah.
So Clara realizes that Lun doesn't have the markings nonsense in his head. He was the only one, if you remember from last week's episode, and I know you do and I do too.
Yes.
That he wasn't allowed on the ship to go and look at the markings.
I remember that so well. Yeah, I remember everything about that. Because I remember Cass being like, no, you're not going there because I protect you because you're my little boy and I love you or whatever.
Yeah, even though we secretly love each other, but we won't admit it or whatever.
Yeah, we won't say it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, like another testament to how much this episode does with the characters, because like throughout the last episode, I didn't get a single fucking inkling that any of these cunts were interested in one another.
No.
And then apparently by the end of this episode, they're all
everyone
sucking
loves
and
everyone.
Fucking,
they're all shagging, man.
Yeah, they're all out.
I guess you would though. You know, you're in a big underwater base in Russian Scotland for like fucking 100 years or I don't. Well, they're not probably there for 100 years.
Mate, it leads to the only logical conclusion that the only two single people in this crew would have been the captain and that little Amazon cunt. So maybe they were sucking and fucking.
Exactly. I was gonna say maybe they had their own thing going on. Yeah. Maybe like we're in charge. Let's fuck.
Yeah. Nice, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah, good for them, I reckon.
Apart from that, I hope that Amazon man never enjoyed his sessions. Because he sucks.
Not
with those connotations.
I don't think you realise what you're suggesting there, Lawrence. I don't think that's what you want to go. I don't think that's the route you want to go down. Okay?
No, not that. I just hope he felt like a little bit insecure or something.
I think we should probably leave all of that where it is and not explore that any further. Okay.
So the discarded bits this week is that bit and the R. Kelly bit from earlier.
I don't know. No, I'm not getting into any of that. Okay.
Clara realizes that Lun doesn't have the markings in his head, so she sends him off to go and get the phone back, since she's like, the ghosts aren't fucking arsed with you, man. They won't give a fuck if you go hunting.
Yeah, go get the phone back, you little cunt. Yeah. And then Cass is like, well, fuck you, actually. That's my boyfriend, all right? And I don't think you should go, and you're a little bitch. And Clara's like, yeah.
No, Clara's like, I don't know what you're saying, because he won't tell me what you're saying, because it's probably rude. And Clara's like, oh, tell me. And he's like, all right, if you want to know. She thinks you're a fucking idiot. And she also thinks that, like, you've been traveling too long and that you put people in harm's way and you don't give a shit. And Clara's like, bet, that's 100% me.
She says, he taught me to do what has to be done, right? Now you go kill yourself, little boy.
Okay? Go on.
Go kill yourself.
Frankly, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, I'm getting notifications. I need to check my TikTok.
So the doctor's, the doctor. I didn't quite see what happened here. I don't know when it happened. I don't know if we ever saw it and I just missed it. But the doctor's coat is ripped, and he's like, "Oh, my coat is ripped, Clara."
Yeah, I don't think we do see it really. Yeah. I think it's just one of those things that happens. It's just like, oh no, this has happened. Yeah. Or maybe it was when the Fisher King. No, because it didn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
What do you think about his coat? 'Cause it's a bit more of a winter coat, this one.
It's the same coat, isn't it?
I didn't think so. I thought the other one was kind of more of a slim fit red lining situation. This feels more wintry.
Is it not a red lining?
I didn't think so. I might have been
I think
wrong.
it's the same coat. It's the same coat. It's just he's got a fucking hoodie on underneath it.
Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always the same coat, I think.
Well, in that case, I like it, in my opinion.
I might be wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think it's the same coat.
Okay. Cool then.
Cool. Sick.
Cool.
Cleared that up.
So the doctor he says to himself, tick tock, and he's like, I need more time to save Clara. Clara, he says.
Clara.
Yeah. So he sends the other geezer back to the TARDIS. He's like, mate, get out of my way. I'll think quicker with you out of the fucking picture.
Off you go, prawn sandwich.
Yeah, take your prawn and get fucked.
Yeah.
Clara promises that to Cass that the bloke's going to be fine as he heads off to go and get the phone back. And I really like this. Cass there's no translator there. You don't know what Cass says specifically. I don't even know if it's accurate ASL or whatever, but she quite clearly just tells Clara to go fuck herself.
BSL, first of all.
Is it BSL?
It will be, yeah, they're British.
Oh, yeah, of course it will be. Yeah, I'm just used to hearing ASL, yeah.
Because you're an idiot and a dumb cunt,
oh,
right?
No!
BSL, thank you. But, yeah, should have basically just said, fuck you, you fucking bitch, or whatever. And then Clara's just like, yep, know exactly what you're saying there, love.
Yeah.
Don't need any translator for that one.
I like this. I like that Clara's getting some pushback on her adventures, because she is taking on more doctory traits lately.
Interesting that the TARDIS doesn't translate ASL or BSL or any sign language.
That's really true, yeah. The TARDIS is able.
TARDIS, exactly. TARDIS is supposed to translate every language, but sign language, fuck you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
How would it translate that, though? Would you just hear a voice, I guess?
Yeah, it'd be like... I reckon it'd be like a telepathically thing. You would just get it. You would just understand it to see it.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. But that's not very cinematic.
No, it's also not very funny for your joke either.
Yeah, it's true. It's not.
In fact, David, I tell you what, I think I think it'll be the doctor's voice going, "Go fuck yourself, Clara."
Great.
There we go. We did your bit. We saw it through.
I wasn't trying to do a bit. I was genuinely just asking a question.
It was a good question, to be fair.
Thank you.
So the doctor heads into an old crusty church, and he's like, "I'm from the future." And the bloke is like, "Tell me what you've seen."
The Fisher King.
The Fisher King. The Fisher Price.
Yes. The Burger King.
Fisher Burger King. How many ghosts did I make, or something he says.
I'm just going to let you run with this and see where it goes.
How many ghosts? All right, so no, he wants to. The doctor's like, you made ghosts, like probably 4 or 5 ghosts at this point, and he's like, sick man, I'm going to bring an armada of ghosts, enough to wake me up from my sleeping little tomb that I'm in the future or whatever.
Yeah. All right, so this Fisher King cunt,
he's
basically like, my people will drown the earth and the humans will perish and we'll fucking rule the earth, basically. He's like, I'm going to fucking rule this place, me and all my mates, right?
Yeah.
We're going to make this place water, and it's going to be sick, because we love water or something, because I'm the Fisher King. So that means I'm a fish, maybe?
Mate, I'll be honest, right? This is, again, another moment where I realised something about Doctor Who, is that I don't give a single fuck about a villain's motivation if they look cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just go, sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he wants. I have no idea what he was trying to do. I have no idea the point.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I get it. I don't really get what he's about either, really. It's some vague sort of world domination bullshit, but I'm like, who cares, really?
Yeah.
Clara and Casco looking... Shut up. Clara and Casco looking for that little boy.
They do.
They go looking for that little boy, and they're like, hey, let's stick together, and then immediately split up. So, good for them.
Yeah. Good. Well, I mean, it's on purpose. Cass is very much like, I'm just going to give Clara the slip immediately.
Yeah. So that's good for them.
Yeah.
That's good for them. But, all right, so Doctor and Fisher King, Burger King price bloke are like,
he's going on, he's piping up about the Time Lords. Like, you guys were a cowardly bunch of sniveling weasels. He does mention the Time Lords.
Yes. And he's like, the Time Lords. Little bitch.
How many ghosts?
How many ghosts are there, Doctor?
He says, to be fair, he has kind of a banger line. He calls the Time Lords cowardly curators who suddenly remembered they had teeth. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cold. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And I think there's an element of him is like game sees game. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are pretty fucking ruthless for your day. He says the Doctor's different, but not so different, and that he'd still rather die than change one little rule.
Yeah, and the Doctor kind of embodies the Time Lords a little bit here, kind of taking on that, like, that sense of, you know, ownership and justice for time sort of thing. Like
a custodian of it almost.
That sort of custodian role. Like, this cunt's trying to fuck it all up and be a weird fish king or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, I won't let you. And he does this thing, which is quite cool. It's and I guess embodies what the Time Lord should be. Really. Yes.
What's going on next? The Doctor's... this is when... you get an amazing little sequence where Cass is on her own, kind of pacing the halls. And Moran, the captain ghost, who's having sex with the Amazon man.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, good for them. He's got his axe and he's dragging it along, and it's noisy as fuck. But you get Cass's perspective, and it doesn't give it to you all at once. It's not suddenly like, this is the perspective of someone who is deaf. It's like you build up to it in that you just, when you're on her as a close-up, you don't see, you can't hear the axe sound, and when you can, it's kind of muffled and a bit under the mix a little bit. And it like gradually builds and builds and builds, and I guess we'll speak about it in a minute. But it's cool, man. It
is cool.
It's also like an interesting perspective to see, and it's also just good representation, I think.
I think so too. Yeah, and again, just like more. Again, Doctor Who doing more interesting stuff in this era, doing more experimental stuff and playing with like sound and all this kind of stuff. And the muffled audio and the vibrations of the axe or whatever dragging along the floor. It's all good stuff. All works. I like how like Cass, being, she's familiar with her disability. She knows how it works and stuff, so she knows how to use, I guess the environment to her advantage. So eventually, touching the ground, feeling the vibrations of the axe, and realizing she's in danger and stuff. All good stuff, I think.
It's great stuff. It's representing disability, but in a way that like, it just opens new doors for creative storytelling, and that's awesome. Yeah. Like when you can nail two things like that and use like something that I guess like there are some lesser quality fucking directors and people and writers and stuff that would be like, oh, I don't want to have to deal with the extra effort of including this.
Yeah.
There are like you know, they suck, but then there's the other people that in a different vein would go like, no, what can we do with this? How can we make this look awesome on screen? And that's what they do. She practically has like a Batman detective mode sequence, and it looks cool as shit.
It does, actually. Yeah. It's very cool. All right, so the Doctor's like, look, I've got rid of those words, cunt, all right?
Yeah.
Those words are gone. The message will never contaminate my friends. No one will die, and no one is coming to save you. And then he, like, goes, I'm angry. I'm an angry little boy.
Yeah, I'm a Fisher-Price Burger King.
I'm a Fisher-Price Burger King boy. And then he shoves the Doctor and goes off, basically.
Yeah, sulking.
Sulking, and we see this is intercut with like Clara and everything going on in the basement and stuff, but like he goes off to the Heath.
Yeah, the Heath.
He goes to the Heath and he sees that the symbols are still there, and he's like, that motherfucking, he fucking lied.
Yeah.
That's outrageous, man.
Told him a big old fib, didn't he?
Oh, that is some people, you know. And then he like notices that the power cell is missing from the ship. Oh, there was a whole thing about a power cell. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But he notices the power cell is missing, and then he's walking around Russian Scotland like, well, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's a big explosion in the distance. The power cell was put over by the dam. It explodes, and now Russian Scotland is flooded.
Yeah, big flooded. Before the flood, Nathan. This is the titular flood.
Before the flood?
This was before the flood.
Ooh.
Now everything that happens in the episode is post-flood.
Although no one understood, we were holding back the flood.
I guess the Doctor really was fucking take that all along.
Learning how to dance again.
I did really like that in the moment where the Doctor's like revealing his hand, right, and kind of rinsing Fisher-Price Burger King. Right, and he has some great lines where he's like, you violated people's debts, you made them messages in a bottle, and he's pissed off about it. And the Doctor, he takes control of time to put it right. And this guy's like, you can't do that because time is sacred or whatever, and you love time because you're a nerd. And the Doctor essentially says something to the effect of, you can't fuck around with time if it's already been fucked around with. Like, you fucked it up, I'm fixing it, I am a nerd. And he's like, no, I've been stopped by the nerd.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just think it's cool, man. Again, it's, Capaldi does well with a sequence where, like, man, he's staring down this fucking 9-foot unit. And he's just like, actually, you're shit.
Anyway, on the base, the suspended animation chamber, it opens up. The countdown timer is finished. It opens up, and boom, it's the Doctor. He was in it all along. He's like, don't kiss me, morning breath.
I fucking love this. This is so sick. This is so cool.
Add another 150 years to that man's life.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, add another 150 years to his age. So there we go.
Good thing it wasn't 1,000, eh?
It's true, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't really mattered, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I love this. This is cool. This is just one of them episodes where, like, the writing has been sowing the seeds for this conclusion the entire time. And when the Doctor does explain it all, it's laid out like a murder mystery at the end, where he gets to show his findings and his workings. And, like, as it transpires, you get to see that Toby Whithouse really fucking did his job. Like, this has been weaved in so eloquently throughout the episode, and you go, oh, shit, yeah, fuck, I didn't notice any of that.
100%. So dead Doctor Who's ghost isn't actually a ghost at all.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
he's a hologram. He's just an artificial hologram that like basically tricked all the others, and they managed to get them all just locked into the Faraday cage because dead Doctor Who's ghost, who isn't a ghost, who is a hologram now, is doing a big roar. He's like, I'm doing a big roar, which is the Fisher King's roar. And they're all like, oh, we got to go see our dad or whatever.
Yeah.
So they do, and then they all just get trapped in there.
Yeah. And he's like, L on you. You fell for the same shit again, you nerds.
Yeah, you fucking idiots.
The old hologram in the Faraday cage trick.
They did it again. They fell for it again.
Works,
They're idiots, those
works
ghosts.
every time, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that basically. And then like, you know, there's some wrap up. He's using the sonic sunglasses to erase their memory of the writing on the wall and stuff.
And how to drink liquids or something.
And then, you may also forget how to drink liquids or something.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Maybe some other memories too. People you went to school with, previous addresses, or how to drink liquids. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, then like fucking prawn sandwich is like, Tell her you love her, you stupid cunt.
Yeah. Firstly, that's rude to do.
Bit much, frankly. Yeah.
Maybe he was waiting for the nice moment. No, I get it. He's feeling wistful because he never got to tell Clive 2.0 that he loved her.
Yeah. I'll be honest, the kiss was a bit much for me.
It was for me and all, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit over the top, I think. But
it's just like, I don't know, man. He kind of like, I understand the cute sentiment of it all, but I'm like, you don't need to wrap it up in this neat of a bow. It's nice enough to see that they would, if she gave him a little smile and we just assume that they'll go and have a conversation.
And then we all got married.
Yeah. Apart from Prawn Sandwich.
Apart from Prawn Sandwich, who was just there, just depressed or something. You know?
He's just got a room full of single ghosts that he can't fuck.
Oh, no.
Oh, speaking of the ghost, by the way, the doctor's just like, unit will fucking clean it up, man.
They'll sort him out, yeah. And then he's also just like, oh, Prawn Sandwich, I need to wipe your memory, but I'll do it later, don't worry. And then he just leaves.
See ya.
He just leaves.
Hope nothing comes of that.
Anyway, sick. Anyway, then on the TARDIS, it's all wrapping up. Doctor's like, the Fisher King has been dead for 150 years, before we even got there. So I went back and become part of events and all this sort of stuff. And then he's like to Clara, I programmed my ghost to say that because that's what my ghost said, basically. Like, the only reason I created my ghost hologram in the first place was because I saw it there. So I was just reverse engineering what I already saw. And Clara's like, all right, yeah, that's still pretty smart. But he's like, no.
You're not getting it, Clara.
You're not getting it. When did I first have those ideas? Who composed Beethoven's Fifth? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, man.
What an ending.
What an ending is dope as hell. I love that he's almost kind of amused. He's like, no, Clara, like, you don't get it. This is crazy shit.
I love a bootstrap paradox. It's really fun.
It's interesting, and it's very interesting.
Very much so.
And I like that, like, again, we spoke about this a little bit more in the early Matt Smith era of the show, right? But, like, Stephen Moffat's the one to exercise these concepts. Like, I like Russell for his dumb shit, his cheesiness, his silliness, his whimsicalness, right? And his overly melodramatic moments. But if you want a really interestingly well-executed sci-fi concept, it's Moffat all the way.
100%.
Yeah. Great stuff, man.
Great stuff indeed.
Weirdo of the Week! Weirdo.
This is everyone's favourite section of the show where we get to take a chance and look back on some of the weird and wonderful and grubby little characters who come across our screens each and every week. Lawrence, who the devil are you? And who is your weirdo for this week?
I am Lawrence.
Ooh,
first and foremost. I'm 28 years old.
Didn't ask.
I host the Doctor Who podcast.
Didn't ask.
By trade, I am an editor.
Oh, just get to it.
I'm ashamed from this one. It's a bit of a cop out, if I'm real. Yeah, it's the mouse cunt for being a slave and loving it, and he's like lapping it all up and shit.
Lawrence, my weirdo is Crentis the dentist, and I quote, for being a submissive whore. I wrote. So I guess I'm with you.
Cop outs, one and all.
Yeah. It was just that scene where he was like, oh, you can come you can come enslave me. I've got all manner of tools with which you can use to enslave me, Doctor.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, man. This bro wants to get whipped.
Yeah, but this is the thing about it, right? In the God Complex, David Walliams' mouse, right, was more like he was just a snivelling little coward puss, right?
Yeah.
But this one seems like aggressively turned on by the fact that he might be oppressed.
Yeah. Yeah. He's eager to be oppressed.
Yeah, there's a different layer to it that just makes him a little bit of to be honest, a bit of a pervert, if we're honest.
He's submissive. He's a submissive little freak, you know?
Good on him. Why not, I reckon.
Bro loves to be put in his place. So.
Nathan.
Yes.
It is time for the audience to have their say.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're new, you can write into the emails or the Discord and let us know your thoughts on the episode. We look through some, we pick some out, we read them on the show. Nathan, have we got an email today?
No.
I'm sure we do, because I saw one come through earlier, Nathan. You got to check.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Remember, I put the call out earlier today, so people could have and would have had the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. This is from Tandia Dudman, who says, "Hey boys, not sure if this will get in on time or not, but what the hell, you made it. Well done.
Good job.
I think this episode is pretty good. I do have to say that my favorite part is definitely the beginning, Peter Capaldi monologuing to the audience about the bootstrap paradox, and then a rock cover of the intro, Chef's Kiss. I really like the way they play with time travel in this episode. The Fisher King design is pretty cool too. It's creepy, and I love it. Clara's continuing on her journey of becoming the Doctor is amazing. To be honest, I might be biased, given that Clara and 12 are my favorite duo. They're toxic and I love it. I think that's everything. Have fun, boys. Leg you later, alligator. Tandia. Love that.
I like leg you later.
I also like that.
Leg you later.
That's very fun. Yeah.
Should we sign off the shows with leg you later?
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, I've got another email here as well.
Whoa, go on.
This one's from the Penguin of the Discord / the Penguin of the Patreon, Leah Marie. Hi, Nathan and Lawrence. Love the opening to this episode with the Doctor explaining the bootstrap paradox and then the guitar opening theme. I love how this episode uses time travel. The Fisher King is a bit of a pointless villain. Ooh. As other than putting the writing on the ship, he doesn't really do anything. But it is a great second part, and the Doctor and Clara being split up practically all episode is great. Clara, of course, shows more of her trying to be the Doctor as well. I think the ghosts are pretty cool this episode too, as they have more to do and even set traps up. Overall, I love this episode. There you go.
Yeah, I think there's a common theme that everyone kind of prefers this one to the last one, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
I think
the
so.
ghosts are. We kind of skipped over that. The ghosts are setting little traps up and being sneaky boys.
I'll set a trap up for you in a minute. We've got another email here. This one isn't really related to any episode in particular, but it's just a nice, sweet email that we got earlier from Alex Nagel. Who says, "Thank you from a listener. Hi, I've been listening to the podcast here in Atlanta, Georgia for about a year now. I'm still on series 5, so if you ever read this, I won't be hearing it for a while. But I just wanted to thank you so much for the podcast because it's an absolute joy to listen to while I work when I'm wishing I could be watching the show. Best companion I could ask for while watching the show. I've completely fallen in love with. Thanks again, Alex." Oh, thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. That's lovely. And look,
that's very sweet.
This won't be coming out for a while, so maybe by the time you hear this, it won't feel as so distant away.
Yes.
Thank you, though. That's so lovely. That's so fucking lovely. I like it when people say they listen to us at work. I'm thinking that would drive me up the fucking wall if I had this on while I was trying to get stuff done.
Yeah, same. I wouldn't get anything done.
No. Lovely stuff. Is that all the emails we got?
That is all of the emails.
Wicked news. Well then, time for some Discord thoughts, I say.
I love Discord thoughts.
Snixon says, certified banger. Spooky, sciencey and adventurous all wrapped up into one. I think the setting does it wonders, even if it carries the series trend of being very grey and dull aesthetically. Ooh. If it wasn't the God Complex, this episode secured future showrunner role for Toby Whithouse in my eyes.
Ooh.
Would you like to see that?
Let me have a look, actually.
School reunion.
No.
That's all I needed to say. But also the God Complex, and also Vampires of Venice, which is maybe good or bad, depending on what I said that one time.
School reunion, Vampires of Venice, God Complex, fuck off, Fandermans. A Town Called Mercy. Town Called Mercy's
a banger.
Under the Lake, Before the Flood, and The Lie of the Land.
I think he's got more hits than misses.
Torchwood, Greeks Bearing Gifts.
I don't know what that one is.
He also plays a role in an upcoming episode as well.
Oh.
There's a bit of acting in an episode.
Oh my.
Yeah, as a cameo, it seems.
Bloody hell. All right, cool. Would you like to see? I think it's time for some fresh blood, personally.
I do too, yes. I think... While I do enjoy, for the most part, Toby Whithouse's work, I think he's a good, confident writer. I think it's probably time that we move away from the same few white men who have been writing the show for the past 20 years.
Yes,
you know?
Maybe gain some level of perspective outside of their specific view of what Doctor Who is. Yeah,
look, Stephen Moffat is my favorite Doctor Who writer of all time. Okay,
yeah,
I don't necessarily. I'd love to see more episodes from him, but I don't necessarily want him to showrun again. I want someone new to come in. We need some new exciting people to lead Doctor Who into the future, rather than just sitting in the past and surrounding yourself in nostalgia, because that's not doing you any favors, I don't think.
I agree. I think we're both shooters for Kate Herron as well, aren't we? We want to see her take on the reins.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, you can keep the old guard around as guest writer. Some of Stephen Moffat's best episodes are when he wasn't the showrunner as well. Like, it can happen. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, do that. Who else should I read down? Bim in the Flesh says, best opening of all time. I wish Capaldi gave lectures to the audience more. It happened like twice and it was rad as hell. Capaldi and Coleman carry this episode, however. So I guess they're not a fan of the episode as a whole.
Well, burn on them. No, I like. The lectures are very cool. It should happen more. I agree, but yeah.
What can you do? And the last one I'll read out is from Lil, and they have a little cherry emoji, so I'm going to say Lil Cherry, like a rapper name.
Lil Cherry Greenheart.
Lil Cherry Greenheart. What's Greenheart?
It's a heart that's green.
Is there a green heart on your screen?
Is it not a green heart?
No, it's a cherry.
Yeah, after the cherry, though, there's a little green heart.
Oh, not for me. Look, check this out.
I'm looking at it on my computer.
Oh, weird.
And yeah, it's a green heart.
Why is my iPhone censoring?
Oh wait. When I hover over that, that's the a little thing pops up that says "I'm new here, say hi." So that's basically a little badge that says I'm a new member.
Oh, it's like a leaf, isn't it? It's like a new leaf. Yeah.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Lil Cherry, the famous rapper, says, I would want to give this episode banger status purely based on who composed Beethoven's Fifth with the guitar intro, but also Great 12 Clara Toxic Dynamic with a little love heart, with two love heart tops, I guess.
Emo love hearts.
Yeah, email love hearts.
Yeah, emo love hearts.
Emo love. Oh, was that? Oh, yeah. We spoke about this, didn't we? Emo love hearts. Yeah.
Agreed. Yes, very good.
Well, good stuff. Thank you to everyone for writing in. I agree with everything everyone said, even if it contradicts what people said.
And I also agree with everything everyone said, apart from you.
Mate, wait, them or me?
Them listening. They know who they are.
Yeah, you know.
you know what you did.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. If you've enjoyed the show, you can give us a little 5-star review, and you can follow us on Blue Sky, on Instagram, and at TikTok at StillGotLegsPod. If you want, as well, you can join the Discord. Like you just heard, you can share your thoughts on the episode, or you can email them over to stillgotlegs@podcastgmail. No, that's incorrect.
Stillgotlegs@podcastgmail.
Still got legs. You know what? Try it. Maybe it'll come through.
Stillgotlegspodcast@gmail.com.
He did it. Big thank you time, Nathan. Thank you first and foremost for being a wonderful co-host.
Thank you for thanking me. I deserve it.
Great stuff. Thank you to Nina as well for managing the short form content, as well as marshalling the Discord alongside Melina and of course Pierce. And if you are not somehow sick of this and want to hear more of our tired ramblings in the midst of Podageddon, you can hear more from us. We have a little Patreon. I don't know if you know about this, Nathan.
I do. I know that on there it costs £5 a month. They get bonus episodes, 3 of them a month, which is practically 1 a week, really, if you don't think about it.
Yeah.
They also get other stuff, which is less exciting.
Yeah, less like notes and stuff.
Yeah,
but like,
it's fine.
Yeah.
You get a Discord badge and everything else, but really the selling point is the episodes.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's just the content you get. The rest is kind of fluff stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, we're padded out, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's fine, because I think 3 bonus episodes is still a fairly decent sum, worth the price, I think.
£5, £5 a month for 3 bonus episodes.
Yeah.
Not too shabby, I reckon.
Not too shabby, we say so.
Yeah.
And we're not biased at all.
Yeah, but also, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't want it. Fuck off, frankly.
Don't sign up.
Yes, but thank you.
But thank you to everyone that has.
Patreon.com/stillgotlegs.
There we go. That's the link. Go and check it out. And Nathan, we call our lovely patrons companions because they join us in the TARDIS. And who have we picked up this week?
This week we've picked up Brooke Lee Kilgour.
Whoa.
I probably pronounced that wrong, but they're from Zephyr in Ontario, Canada, I believe. Fly Away on My Zephyr. That's a Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Yeah, nice.
So that, of course, means that we ran into Brooke at a gig of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, that famous band who are probably from California, based on the amount of times it comes up in all of their songs.
Getting on in the state of Mississippi.
Well, that's Mississippi.
No, but there's other stuff. There's other California stuff as well.
Yeah, it was, I know, but you did choose to reference the fact that they're from California by singing about Mississippi.
No, that's
okay? Yes, you're singing the song Danny California.
Yes.
Okay, but you did, again though, you did choose to do this by singing the part about Mississippi.
California.
Is that even Danny California, or is that a different one? They got too many. They got too much California.
Yeah. There's too many Californias going
California.
on. Get on and stay Mississippi. Alabama,
He'll get there, everyone. Give him a minute. He'll get there.
California. Yeah, it is California something.
Yeah, I just did that.
Yeah, but I was getting there. I was making sure. I was fact checking us. Anyway, sorry.
Fucking hell, man. All right, anyway, basically, we ran into Brooke at a Red Hot Chili Peppers gig, and we kidnapped her. We just saw her. She was just having a good time, grooving along to songs about California, and we just saw her, just grabbed her, and ran back to the TARDIS. And now they're with us going on our journeys, but they're having a good time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm sorry if it lines up in the spreadsheet and you get Nathan, but mine are better.
Look, they're having a good time. All right,
they're always getting kidnapped.
It's fine, okay.
Joining us as well is Alex Malecha, I would say. Malecha, would you say?
I would say Maleka.
Malaka.
That's Greek for cunt.
Yeah.
I would say Maleka. I could be wrong, though.
Okay, well, let's go with Alex Maleka. And Nathan said it, so if it's wrong, then Nathan is solely to blame.
Yes, sure.
They are from the Northfield, US. Right, and
in Minnesota. Yeah.
I love it when we do the state.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, Alex, they might be from the Northfield, Nathan, but we actually found them in the Southfield, if you can even believe it.
They're not from the North.
No, I don't interrupt your improv. You don't interrupt mine.
All right, fair enough.
Because I know, and you're right, but shush.
Right. Okay.
Alex, they might be from the Northfield, but we found them in the Southfield, right? We had we were flying the TARDIS over some farmland, if you will.
Yes.
We'd arranged to meet up. It was a very, we were interested in having a cup of coffee with one another, talking about maybe what they could bring to the TARDIS team. But it turns out their compass was scuffed, so they ended up in the Southfield instead of the Northfield. Anyway, we picked them up, all understood, we had a good laugh about it, and now we still tell that story on the TARDIS when we're breaking bread together as family.
Well, lovely story. Next up is...
Wash over that.
Next up is Imogen Pass, who is from Sheffield in the United Kingdom, and of course Sheffield is of course famous for the Arctic monkeys.
For fuck's sake.
So we ran into Imogen at a gig for the Arctic Monkeys, where they were singing songs about Sheffield, presumably. What's a good Arctic Monkey? What's your favourite Arctic Monkeys song?
I like...
you like their new shit, don't you? You like their...
Here we go.
Cryptic messages.
Everyone fucking make way for Dad coming through.
It's not bad. It's just their old stuff is objectively better.
Well, okay. Well, that's an interesting word to use with art. But look, I like their old stuff. I like what I often thought was Brainstorm is actually Brian Storm. I thought that was quite fun.
Brainstorm. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like Teddy Picker. Is that the song?
You're not from New York City, you're from Rotherham. Fairy Tales of San Francisco, one of my favourite songs of theirs. So good.
We do, every now and again when I join a little Zoom call to do some recording with you are bumping them in the club.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Only their old shit though. Like first 2, maybe 3 albums at a push.
Yeah.
But like...
You like their old stuff before they became mainstream and
before they became... Yeah, I do. Yeah, before they became... Before they got weird.
Can you acknowledge that AM is a great album, though?
No, I can't.
It's a good album, and you know it is.
No, it's not. It's dead, man. It is so fucking dead.
Dead is wild, man.
It is dead.
You want to grab both your shoulders and shake your baby and snap out of it.
No, shit. It's just, it doesn't have the same just just vibes.
It's not
and
as scrappy,
tone
is it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's too polished. It's too clean. Okay, and that's not what the Arctic Monkeys are to me. Arctic Monkeys are a group of working class lads from Sheffield.
Yeah.
Not this whole we wear black suits and Ray-Bans and we play cool instruments at a dive bar in New York.
I think that's just
not
Alex
who-
Turner, because he became a mega cunt, didn't he?
he did. Yeah. And look, fair play. You can experiment. They can change their sound, but I don't have to like it.
Yeah, no, you
And I
don't, and that's your right.
Yes, and I don't.
Anyway,
Right?
sorry, where did we pick people up from?
Imogen was enjoying a lovely gig of the Arctic Monkeys in Sheffield.
Yeah.
And we kidnapped her.
Great. Fantastic news. And they're enjoying it, though? They're having a good time, would you say?
Presumably.
Yeah.
I haven't checked in, but
Oh,
presumably.
you haven't checked it?
I haven't checked in as of yet. I've been busy, man. Been busy.
Yeah, that's fair. Picking up more people to kidnap.
Picking up more people. I got a lot of people I got to kidnap. All right, so
And they're on the list. You're working through them.
and I will get to you. Okay. But good on you, Imogen. Have fun.
Good on
Listening
you.
to the Arctic Monkeys, presumably.
Yeah.
You're not from New York City. You're from Rotherham. I think Alex Turner needs to listen to his own lyrics.
Yeah, to be fair, you're not wrong, are you?
You're not from New York City. You're from Rotherham.
Nathan, I'm in trouble here because the next companion has a symbol in their name from a language I do not know.
You're right. I've put it into Google.
Yeah,
okay.
I did too.
And I've translated it. Okay. And I don't know if this is correct, but Google has detected it as Chinese simplified. Okay. Which Chinese isn't actually a language. I don't believe. I believe it's Mandarin and Cantonese are the two languages of China.
Okay.
But anyway, it's detected it as Chinese simplified, and the English translation of that comes back as stupid.
I see.
So
Is that a burn on me? Or
I don't know. I don't know.
If it even is a burn.
But it's Julie.
It's Julie. We're going to go with Julie.
Yes. And Julie, maybe you like sharks.
Well, here's what I had to go on, right?
Yes.
Because
don't dox them.
No,
Don't
I
give away that.
wouldn't do that.
But maybe they like
Maybe
sharks.
they like sharks, and maybe that's some
Yes.
information we have.
And maybe Julie will know what we mean by that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Julie, this is for you, not for anyone else's benefit. So you
Yes.
get it, right?
Yes.
Because again, Julie, unfortunately, is from that infamous void that we know and love, which is the middle of nowhere.
void.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Which is a bit of a shame,
Well, the
but
void.
still,
The void is the space in between universes
yeah,
via the void,
yeah, via the void, yeah.
not the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, but like it's it's also kind of the middle of nowhere, no?
No.
Oh,
It's a different thing.
do you reckon Pete's still there?
No, I think he's dead. I think Jackie killed him for the money.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He's always going
100%.
around like that. Oh, that was a great up. What's his stupid little slogan? With his thumbs up.
You can trust me on this.
Yeah, you can trust me on this. Yeah, you can kill yourself.
That was nothing related to what you said.
I just pictured him with the thumbs up. I'm like, that's a great
Oh
idea.
yeah, it's great or whatever.
Oh yeah,
not what
that's
he's saying,
great.
though. Oh yeah, that's great or whatever.
I'd love to be a businessman that made their bank from just going, other people say an idea and I go, that's great. Good
trust
stuff.
me on this.
Yeah. So yeah, Julie. Julie is a fan of sharks, as we know. So to get Julie on board, I decided to throw a shark through their window. That was the only thing I could think of doing. It's a bit aggressive, you might say, but
Bit much.
yeah. Anyway, Julie explained to me this is not a good idea. So they had to get in
Yes.
the TARDIS. We had to squeeze the shark back through the doors of the TARDIS. We kept them well hydrated in the swimming pool, the infamous TARDIS swimming pool that everyone's. It's now become a bit of a Lido because there's so many people there. So there's someone's opened up a little juice bar down there as well. And anyway, we had to take the TARDIS back to some vast ocean and throw this shark back in. And now Julie hangs around to make sure I'm not committing any more animal rights violations, basically.
Can we not keep the shark?
Nah, man, we've been the shark. We can get another shark, but we have to throw Julie out if we're going to do that.
Well, I like the shark.
Well, it's a trade. Julie or the shark.
Sorry, Julie.
The shark it is. And unfortunately, Julie, that means you now must unsub from the Patreon.
No.
No, don't do that. Nathan, give us the roundup. Who joined us?
That's it. We do 4.
Yeah, I know, but you do the list, don't you? Thank you.
Oh, right, okay. Yes, thank you, Julie. Thank you, Imogen. Thank you, Alex. And thank you, Brooke.
Whoa.
If you want to have your own thank you again, stillgotlegs.com patreon.com/stillgotlegs.
Hell
That's how you
yeah.
do it.
That is certainly how you do it.
And look, we're going to run out pretty soon, all right? And then we'll just go again, maybe. I don't know what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll just make up some more nonsense bullshit.
We'll do another. We'll think of some other bullshit, all right? Don't worry about it.
That's for us to think about. You guys don't need to worry about that. Another short one from us this week. We're on a roll with these short ones lately.
Oh, I'm liking it, man. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Breezy
good
in
vibes.
And out situations.
Yeah.
If you can,
should we do that Patreon next, or should we leave it?
We should leave it, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I reckon so too.
We're covered. Yeah, I'm fucking knackered, mate.
All right, there we go. We're having the night off.
Well, not really, because we've done 2 hours of podcasting.
We're having the night off. All right.
Thank you for listening, everyone. We'll see you next Monday at 10 a.m. Stay beautiful, stay sexy. Leg you later.
Leg you later, alligator. Womp, 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 womp. I'm filling with music because I haven't pressed the button yet.
Nice stuff. Good
Love
work.
you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Womp, womp, womp.